During this year's Olympic Games in Munich, Germany, 1972, something tragic had occurred. And we are here to report the story.
This is Robin Strabotsky coming to you live here on the Fab 4 Network. We have recent news that the Munich massacre, which happened yesterday, September 6th, an event in which 9 Israeli athletes were kidnapped from their rooms in Munich and taken to a remote location by Black September, a Palestinian terrorist group founded in the 1970s, primarily known for its creation of permanent, professional, and military-trained counterterrorism. Their main goal was to kidnap Israeli athletes in order to gain the release of Palestinian prisoners in Israel. When Black September was offered money for the athletes by the German government, the organization had refused, replying that the athletes' lives were not needed to them, nor was money. They would kill them off if their needs were not met. Today we have been notified that the athletes were killed in the midst of a fiery battle between the German police and the Black September. Right now, the German government is undergoing negotiations with the Israeli government about the release of the athletes back onto Israel's soil. Right after this short commercial break, my colleague Lily Aldrin will be coming to you live from the scene.
Say hello to Papa Fresh. It's such a nice feeling to take something fresh.
Pop and Fresh Danish Rolls. Danish rolls just taste better when you bake them up fresh and hot. Try Pillsbury Danish in the dairy case.
It's such a nice feeling, get to know. Pop and Fresh.
Hello, I'm here in the Olympic Village in Munich, on the scene of these shootings. To try and understand what has just happened, we need to look at each country that is being affected here. There has always been tension between Israel and Palestine. The two have held each other's captives for years. So it's no surprise that when the Israeli government refused to give up their Palestinian captives for the hostages in Munich, the Palestinian terrorist group named Black September started an open fire at the hostages and German police. This resulted in the deaths of 11 Israelis, 1 German officer, and 5 of the 8 Palestinians. These poor Israeli athletes were targeted just because they had represented Israel. It seems that in the future, these two countries will continue their sprawl. Hopefully no war will break out, but the Palestinians have made it quite clear that they are a threat of violence. So anything could happen at this point. However, one thing is certain. Germany will not host the Olympics for a very long time. This is Lily Aldrin, the Fab 4. Robin?
Thank you for that, Lily Aldrin. That was very interesting. Now we are going to Megan, coming to you from the spectators of the event.
Good morning. I'm Megan Lamont, and today we will be discussing how many people all over the world have been greatly affected by the Munich hostage crisis. 3 particular people are here today to discuss the events that have occurred and their perspective on it. George Seiber, a psychologist, Golda Meir, the president of Israel, and Jim McKay, an ABC News reporter, are here today. Hi everyone, this is Jim McKay. He's an American sports journalist from Pennsylvania, and he covered the Munich massacre for ABC.
Hello. Yes, I did.
So what is your opinion on the Munich massacre?
When I was a kid, my father used to say, "Our greatest hopes and our worst fears are seldom realized." Our worst fears have been realized throughout the Munich massacre. They have now said that there are 11 hostages. 2 were killed in their rooms. 9 were killed in the airport. They're all gone.
I can see how this is a very sensitive subject for you, but thank you for coming. Jim McKay got a first-hand view on the Munich massacre crisis. He knows that this event will change the lives of people and everyone involved in this tragic event. We feel his pain for the innocent hostages killed. He has many fears, and hopefully the United States can protect us. He had to witness a tragic event, and we are very thankful that he returned to us safely. He got the best coverage on the event. We thank him very much for putting himself out there. Our next guest is Golda Meir. She is the Prime Minister of Israel. How do you feel about the Palestinians killing 9 Israeli athletes and 4 coaches?
I want to save our citizens and condemn the unspeakable criminal acts committed. So I wanted to do whatever it would take to protect my country and my people.
Okay, now you seem very upset by this.
I am outraged at the perceived lack of global action. I ordered the Mossad to assassinate suspected leaders and any operatives of Black September and the PFLP.
Okay. And how do you feel about the Israelis' response to the killings with Operation Spring of Youth and Operation Wrath of God?
I authorized the Operation Wrath of God, which was completely necessary. It was crucial for the Israeli intelligence and special forces to kill any Palestinians suspected of involvement in the massacre.
Thank you for coming here today. Golda was obviously very outspoken and outraged by how the Israelis dealt with the Palestinians. She believed that every individual in her country is affected by the massacre. Without her authority and power, maybe less Palestinians would have been caught. Let's send our regards to her and her country. Hello, this is George Seiber, and he is here to talk to us today. Do you think that Germany was put in a difficult situation?
Yes, I do, because the West German government offered to pay a price for the release of the athletes, but it was sold by the terrorist leaders. He cared for neither the money nor lives. German authorities agreed to the demands by the Palestinians to supply them with an airplane, which I believe Germany should not have done.
Do you think the United States should have become involved in the Munich massacre?
I think they should become involved and intervene by sending troops or maybe police or the FBI.
Okay, thank you for coming. George Seiber was very concerned for his home country. He does not seem to know the aftermath of what will happen in Germany. The Munich massacre has affected the lives of many individuals in Germany. Many people are feeling that the United States should have become more involved, which is a very controversial subject. Maybe less people would have been killed if our forces had stepped in.
Now we have Claudia coming to you with the German politician in charge of negotiations between the Palestinian government and Germany.
Good morning, this is Claudia Bizub with the economic news regarding the latest on the Munich hostage crisis. Before this hostage crisis, the U.S. was paying for the Cold War, and since the crisis happened, it has been the first time the U.S. has seen a potential ongoing expense for the actions we will take against terrorism in the future. NATO has not reported any reaction to the crisis, and it is expected that NATO will react if such a crisis were to occur again in the future. The public has been shown television footage of the drama that unfolded during what was supposed to be the Games of Peace and Joy. The German government got involved by offering money for the release of the hostages, but the chief said he didn't want money or lives. After the Olympics, the citizens of Germany most likely will have to put up with harsher safety precautions and the increased funding necessary to carry out these precautions. For future Olympics, more security measures and safety precautions may be seen, considering a similar crisis should be avoided as best as possible for future years. The current relationship the U.S. has with Israel might need more careful attention because of the potential increase in tension between Israel and the Middle East. The whole crisis has opened a new chapter for the way the U.S. will have to go about protecting our country. Thank you. This has been Claudia Bizub with the Fab 4 Network.
Right after this short commercial break, you will hear all about the verdict of the negotiations, here first on the Fab 4 Network.
If you want to lock in freshness, Tupperware really locks it in.
You can see and buy Tupperware at a Tupperware party. A Tupperware dealer will tell you how you may qualify to earn this handsome Hamilton Beach adjustable electric knife and cutting board if you have a party in your home by December 30th. We're in the phone book.
Both countries are looking for peace after this tragic event. Although the outcomes don't look so peaceful, this event is going to cost those nations millions. After which the Olympics and the views on terrorism will never be the same. Surprisingly, however, NATO has not gotten involved. So the question is, what will it take for them to get involved? This has been Robin Strabatsky. Thank you for listening to the Fab 4 Evening News.